Optimal accuracy ratio achieved.
This shall not stop us for long.
More where that came from.
Failing, Master.
Focus. Fallen. Focus.
Systems failing, Master.
I will silence this one.
Systems failing, Master.
Lay down your weapons, and you shall not be harmed. I will not warn you again. Drop your weapons, or we shall take them from you.
Do as they say. I sense we will come to no harm.
I mean, why did they lock us up? What is this place?
It is a training ground for Jedi.
What? This ice hole?
Yes, it bears the semblance of an academy. But where are all the students? Curious.
You've got to be joking. What is a Jedi Academy doing out here in the middle of nowhere?
It is a place hidden from the galaxy like the academy on Dantooine. But this place... Oh, Atris, you have been clever.
Atris?
It's none of your concern.
Well, the sooner we're out of here, the better. 2 crazy Jedi are more than enough for me. No one told me we were going to be dumped in a nest of Jedi.
And what is it about this place?
What do you mean? We're in the middle of a bunch of Jedi. You know how they are.
No, I do not. Not in the...
What? What are you doing? Get out of my head!
Stop struggling. Let me follow the current.
Stop!
Ah, with the fear is mingled guilt. It squirms in you like a worm. You surprise me. I could not feel it before. Do not worry, Atten. If he is a Jedi, he will forgive. And
You can't tell him, please.
think less of you. I hardly think that's possible. Still, there is no shame in what we all wage war with the past, and it leaves its scars. I will not speak of yours, Atten, but
What?
there are those who wage war and those who follow them. You are a crude thing, murderer, but you have your uses. You know how important this man we travel with is. Even one such as you can feel it. You will...
And if I...
You will not. If you do, then my silence. You fear the Jedi, and rightly so. If Atris learns of your choices, you will never... But whatever fear you hold of the Jedi, know that if you disobey me, that my punishment will make you beg for the death. Wipe the fear from your mind. You will not find blind obedience a difficult master. You chose it once. You will learn to embrace it.
I don't know how you became such a manipulative witch, but why a vicious old scowl like yourself would even bother with me is a bigger mystery.
No game of Dejaric can be won without pawns, and this may prove to be a very long game. You are a slippery one. Your thoughts difficult, for your spirit as diseased as it is, refuses to allow you to give up, no matter what threats you face and whatever. I feel you have crossed our path for a reason. Perhaps even you, at the right moment, may be able to turn aside disaster if...
Fine. I'll be your pawn. But I still...
Perhaps. And the Force is a hard thing to predict. Our path brought us here for a reason. And now I know why. The past is here, and it must be met before the future can be...
More Jedi speak.
No. I've wasted enough time with you. Sleep, murderer, and be silent. I need no... A critical moment.
I did not expect to see you again after the day of your sentence. I thought you had taken the Exile's path, wandering the galaxy. Yet you... Your ship? Ah, the Ebon Hawk. It is not your ship. Unless you're admitting to the destruction of the Paragus mining facility. Ah, an accident. Something beyond your control. You have not changed. Acting instead of thinking, putting yourself before the galaxy, before the Jedi. Do you know what you have done? No, your crime is much more than that. Without the fuel from Paragus, Citadel Station cannot maintain its orbit. It will crash into the planet and its destruction will echo across 20 other worlds. Telos was a test to see if the Republic could mount a restoration effort on the Outer Rim. When it fails, the Republic will not finance another. The other Rim worlds, devastated by the Sith, will remain graveyard worlds, devoid of life. And that is the magnitude of your crime. So you still hold to your flawed convictions. If you think to anger me, you are wrong. How is it that you are not content to confine your ruin to yourself? You must spread it to others wherever you go. Ruin yourself with your actions if you will. But when your actions bring harm to others, then you must answer for it. The Sith? What do you mean? You speak truly. You have encountered the Sith. I can feel the scars on you. And you encountered them on Paragus. But what would they want there? They can't have been looking for you. You. If they thought you were Jedi, the teachings of the Sith blind them indeed. I am the last Jedi, not you. You betrayed our teachings, our beliefs, the very core of the Jedi Order. If these Sith attacked you, they will soon realize their mistake. And if you escaped, they most likely let you go to see if you would lead them here. You offer your aid after turning your back on me, on the Council. The Jedi is not something you embrace out of fear. The commitment is stronger than that, something you never seem to understand. Perhaps. But if you help me, it cannot be done from here. There are others in the galaxy who may help us against a Sith threat. If you can find them, gain their trust, perhaps our defenses shall be stronger for it. Take your ship, seek them out. If you find them, encourage them to gather on Dantooine. From there, we can call a council and see what can be done. Then I shall send you on your way. It is now time for you to depart.
We shall remove him, mistress. Come with us. Are you all right, mistress?
The exile brought up feelings best left forgotten.
Forgive me, mistress, but I must ask. The exile. I've never seen another affect you so... Did you care for him once?
The Jedi have no such attachments. As always, he will do as he wills. And the galaxy, and the feelings of others. The day we judged him, I stood in the chamber and he was so right. He was so certain of it, I doubted myself. He chose Revan over the Jedi, over the Council, over... But now I am tired. I must meditate.
Of course, mistress. I will tell the others you are not to be disturbed. And please, do not exhaust yourself. We can attend to matters here.
Why have you... Your ship is stored in the hangar. Atris has given you permission to leave this place. And permission... I would welcome a chance to instruct you. I have been anxious... Oh yes, we train extensively in... Very well. Before... The fight will be with hands and feet only. Also, do not call upon any Jedi techniques during our contest. In turn, I will not use our higher forms, for this is... Then let us... You have succeeded. If you wish. Very well. You may choose hands and feet, or whatever melee. Then let...
This will teach you.
You have fallen.
Did you find... There was something from your past here. This woman who resides here, she did... Be warned, unresolved events from our past can... And more importantly, they can distract you, weaken you. There is a Jedi here, perhaps. Yet there are no students. And this woman, this Atris... Very well. He's only sleeping, it seems.
I'm sorry, General. I must have lost consciousness. I'm fine, General. What is this place? This must be where I had detected the energy readings before. And this room, this place, it looks part of a huge polar irrigation. I am, General. If you wish, I... Very well, General.
Well, if it isn't the one who stole the Ebonhawk. Not so...
Don't be a fool.
Says you.
Mistress, the last of the...
She has left.
Left? But what?
Her reasons are unknown to me. We will save her if we can, but we must let her discover the exile's nature. Some evils must be confronted, and isolation from it would have been no defense.
Well, now that we're off that Dejaric board of a planet, I say we burn sky until we see lines.
What is the machine's... We seem to have found it.
Do you know why we have called you in? As Revan summoned you, so have you come full circle to return to the Jedi?
Why did you defy us? The Jedi are guardians of the peace, and have been for centuries. This call to war undermines...
Is Revan your master now? Or is it the horror you wrought at Malachor that has caused you to see the truth?
You refuse used to hear us. You have shut us out.
You are exiled.
There is one last thing.
Much defiance.
You are correct, Kavar. When he was here, I felt it. It was as if he was not there.
The war has touched the youngest of the Order. Many of them have lost themselves in battle.
We have not lost a Jedi this day. You felt it. He has lost himself. He is no Jedi.
I fear it is our teachings that may have led Revan to choose the path.
We are not the ones who taught him.
We take responsibility, Atris, not cast blame.
The choice of one was the choice of us all. Revan's teacher intended no harm, and Revan...
Yet they all stem from the same source. Her teachings violated the Jedi Code and lead all who listen.
You are wrong. The dark side is not what I sensed in the exile. Surely the rest of you felt it as well.
Whatever that wound was, it was of the dark side. We should not have let him depart. He will simply join...
What would you have done with him, Atris? Be mindful of your feelings. This is not Revan.
No, although that may come in time. We let him go because we must. Where he travels, he carries...
Malachor 5 should have been his grave. You saw it in his walk, and in the Force.
No, not death. Many battles remain for that one, if what we have seen is true. But the future is a shifting thing.
We should have told him the truth.
No good would have come from it, even if what you believe was true. There's still the matter of Revan.
Perhaps in many years, we will call him before us and explain what happened to him, and how he may be healed.
But he may never discover the truth.
And that is the future we must accept.
Those Jedi sure like their secrets, don't they?
Those are Atris's records.
What the hell are you doing?
I have come to join you. I can...
Well, we don't want your help.
It is just me. And I am doing this because...
Indeed. But of course, I have had enough of this.
Yeah, me too. I'll be in my chambers. But since I don't have it, if she's coming with us, she gets the cargo hold. Might remind her how fun it is.
General.
The cargo hold is enough. I assure you, there is little I need. It is no matter.
General, is there a reason you don't care? That's not your lightsaber anymore. That belonged to someone who served Revan in the wars. Not that you could build another one, if you... I never said you were, but whatever... I know this. A lightsaber is part of who... I think I can help you out there. I happen to know the parts you... We need a power cell, emitter matrix, lens and focusing crystal. Though I have to admit the crystal is beyond my means. Never did understand them. Those parts are fairly common, though a Jedi once told me that it's best if your lightsaber reflects you, and if it is constructed of things that identify. Just bring the parts to me before you get started building it. I'll make sure they're usable. All I'm saying is that you've gone for a long time without a memory wipe. Most droids behave erratically under those circumstances. I know that, but I'm fixing everything else around here, so I may as well take a look. What was that? That's what I'm talking about. That is... I am not pushing you around. I just wanted to see if there was anything I could do to upgrade your functionality. Good. You wouldn't guess it from the outside, but it looks not bad. I'm all done with you. If anything comes loose, let me know.
Yes? Training is something I do not understand. All Ichani it is similar to... As a foundation, I will instruct you in our element. It is not something that can be described. Use only your hands and feet to strike at me. Very well. You fought well indeed. You have caught the principles of the style by watching. I now have a feeling. The weapon the Jedi use, the Force. It is not something you can see or fight, yet the Jedi use it and strike. Please. I see. Thank you, Exile. Yes? I do not think you are ready for further instruction. Duels among the Ichani are rituals, and it does not allow for armor or anything that restricts. Your modesty has no place in combat. Even the youngest of the Ichani understand that. It does not seem... Yes? I do not...
How many more do we intend to gather to us? This ship is not the galaxy. There is only... Then prepare for an army, I think. They will follow you because you are a leader. No, I am not blind. I see what they see, hear their voices when they speak to you, and notice the change when... I know many things, and I know what I am not. I am no leader. I speak with a voice that will never move others. They obey you because you are a... You notice what has been happening. Have you... They echo you, either fighting or surrendering to their feelings, their loyalty, their duty. Your mere presence serves as an example to them of something to uphold or something to fight. Watch them carefully. See their patterns and recognize the strength in it. Influence can be a weapon, one that... Good. That was Revan's way. Ask. There are countless reasons, and I have neither the time nor the patience. Do you think to turn her from Atris's will? If so, but I will abide her presence. Because Atris is a threat, and as much as she would try to use us against you, so may we use her. Do not see every enemy as an enemy. See them instead as an ally, whether they realize it or not. If that is your opinion, it is noted. Is that... I know her as much as I know any Jedi. If you have other questions, you may...
Yes? I do not think... It does not... Yes? I am training, so that if danger should strike, my body... That, and I had forgotten how long hyperspace travel can be. If I do not have something to focus my attention on. You may have... I do not wish to speak of her. You may have... She said you betrayed the Jedi by going to war when it was forbidden to you. You turned on your masters. That is not all she says. She says you know nothing of loyalty to any cause except your own animal instincts, and she told us why you fell to the dark side. Atris says that you fell to the dark side in the Mandalorian Wars, when you gave in to your lust for battle. Once you tasted war, you could not give it up. Atris says when the Dark Lord Revan returned to the Republic, you did not march with them, because you had fallen so far you could no longer... I believe that is the extent of her expressed feelings toward you. There are variations at times. Yes, it is difficult sometimes for others to truly speak their heart or listen to it. The words often prove difficult. Without having seen you and Atris fight, battle is a pure form of expression. It is heart and discipline, reduced to movement. Perhaps it may prove truer than... In battle, the words are swept away, giving way to actions. Mercy, sacrifice, anger, fear. These are... You may... Before entering Atris's service, yes, It is not important. My title... We all have value in our oaths to others, and the promises we make. When we make that pledge, we are pledging our... When importance is placed on the self, then by such acts... If reasons of the self is why you turned away, then yes, perhaps there was a judgment there. I do not know. I meant no offense. Yes? I do not... It is the way of the Ichani to be able to read their opponents, to know where an opponent is going to... Ichani battles are fought several minutes in advance. In many ways, it is much like the game of Dejarik, played in the most advanced among the Ichani are able to predict the course of battles by months, and the most revered are said to be able to predict them. Only Revan ever demonstrated such skill in war, and even as she slaughtered us, the Ichani still respected her. You are already... If you do not know you are doing it, then training will come. As we fight more, you are doing better. At first I was afraid that your awareness of your own ability might... You learn quick. Perhaps it is your connection to the Force that allows such things. Now you fight as an Ichani Yes? I do not think you are ready for further instruction. Each movement of our arts demands some time to use the art in battle, or to... It does not...